Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with just a random layout for the month of April. I'm not participating in a monthly hop or anything, so I'm just putting together some layouts with no sketches or anything for the most part. This is a collage of pictures that I have took or my friends took when we went on our trip for a weekend in New York City back in September of 2024, and I needed a cover page for that and a page to go in my 2024 album. So I am using Where to Next by Vicki Boutin. I've already pulled some things I want to use. I still have these things that I can also pull from if I decide to pull anything else out. It's not going to be highly embellished in the aspect of the things I plan on putting here. It's going to be lots of journaling. So I got my papers, my embellishments, this collage, and an idea. So let's see how this goes. So here's the idea. We are in New York City, so I'm thinking skyscrapers. And while these buildings are not necessarily skyscrapers, I felt like it was an appropriate thing to use. And so I decided I'd use this paper, but I don't want to just use the paper. I also like this one that's got like the map grid on the back or on it. So I decided I'd use them together and that I would cut out this part where I can do a lot of the journaling about our adventures, but also I wanted to use this buildings. So I'm kind of fiddling around trying to figure it out. Now, the picture that I have, I'm looking, I think it's like 8.5, almost 8.5 squared. And then I matted it on a black mat as well. And so it's around 8.5 by 8.5. So it's big. I'm not going to have as much space for journaling as, you would think if you had smaller pictures. But I wanted to get it all on here because this is going in my 2024 layout or my 2024 books. I have a book that I am making or have made, most of it's already made, of the adventure in itself. It will have its own scrapbook, 12 by 12, all that. But I wanted to also document it in my 2024 album, my chronological album. So this is what I decided to do. I also am making a cover page for my New York album. And so you'll see something similar to this maybe coming up again. But it will be different. I'm going to probably try and use something different collection-wise. I do have some other travel. Oh, I have a new travel collection coming in. Actually, it's sitting next to me, and I haven't opened it yet. Whew. So maybe that will be what I use. So I just pulled some embellishments and wordy bits that fit the pictures. I wanted to kind of encompass the best of, or at least, the kind of array of things we did. So the very top picture is us in the car on our way. We just gotten in the car. We're wearing shirts that my friend Ashley made. It says New York City Girls Trip. And then the next picture is us on the road pointing to where we are on a map. And then the next one is the next morning after we've gotten to the ferry and we're going to go over from the ferry, on the ferry from New Jersey to New York City. And then they have the I Love New York little stand. So I decided I'd put all three of our pictures there because I just think it's so cute and they're so fun. And it kind of just, everything else is all three of us together, but that one was us individually. So the other collage that I did has those three pictures straight down the middle. It doesn't have that bigger picture in the middle. And I thought that'd be perfect. So like I said, like before, it's an individual of each of us plus then all these other pictures of us together. And then down the left side, there's a picture of us in Times Square and then a picture of us in front of one of the skyscrapers. And then at lunch, we went to the Stardust Cafe, which was phenomenal. One of the best experiences other than the fact that we went to a Broadway play and saw one of my favorite actors. And so that really is other than the time with them specifically, that play was phenomenal. It was so well done, and being in the same space as someone that I have held such high regards for a year and a half or whatever, almost 2 years. It's just a really cool feeling. Plus, it was all three of our first time watching a actual Broadway play, like on Broadway. And it was my friend Courtney's first time in New York City at all. And then the next picture is us at in the seats at the theater. And then the almost last picture is us just being silly and taking some kind of fun photos of us walking away. And then the last one is our hotel the last morning, Sunday morning, when we woke up and we're getting ready to get in the car and head home. Yes, we drove to New York City after work on Friday. Spent all day Saturday in New York City, watched a Broadway play, ate at the Stardust Cafe, saw all the buildings, took a ton of pictures, did the 360 in Times Square, bought some candy, did the things, and then took a ferry and all the things, and then drove all the way home on Sunday. Yes, we're crazy, but it's fine. We had a lovely time. I probably performed a ton of musicals in the car with my friends. It was great. But I decided to use the journaling space on here in a little bit different way. In the top, it says travel purpose, and I just wrote to have fun, see the sights, watch Kit Connor and Romeo and Juliet on Broadway, also to take tons of pictures. I put our names up there. Obviously, it says email and phone. I'm not doing that. But it says parking in New Jersey, lunch at the Stardust, entertainment R&J, which I couldn't fit Romeo and Juliet in there. And then other, I put like shopping pics, jaywalking, fangirling, driving, laughing, singing. And then on the right side, I literally wrote like a little brief explanation of some of the fine points of us leaving late as early as we could on Friday, driving down, singing in the car, stopping at a hotel because my friend had to be horizontal to sleep and couldn't sleep in the car, taking the ferry to New York City, sightseeing, taking pictures, the food at the Stardust, and then, of course, Romeo and Juliet, standing at the stage door, watching them come out, super phenomenal, and then, of course, the drive home. So it was such an adventure. I'm so glad that I caught them, all these things in picture, and I love how this layout turned out. Super fun, something different. I don't do the collage pictures very often, although I have a couple that I need to document. So anyway, I hope you'll come visit me again. I'm going to be here probably 3 or 4 times each week. So I hope you'll come and see me. I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up if you like my video and or my layout. And thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you all have a great day. I hope you had a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping.